So I'm Preeti. I'm basically from Uttarakhand, Dehradun, and I'm a student here. So my question,
Uttarakhand is known as God's own
yeah, land of gods.
Devbhumi.
Yeah, Devbhumi, Uttarakhand. So my question is, this question is from since childhood. I used to think of it. So whenever my parents or my teachers or anyone asked me question, what do you want to become? So it was never politician, or in my entire life, I've never seen anyone to say I wanted to be a politician. It, the reason could be anything. The reason I came up with, maybe the experience. I've heard somewhere that the Gen Z or young leaders, they don't have much experience to come into this field. My question is, what reason you think? And another question adding on to that is, you have your own party. Would you want a Gen Z or a young leader in your party? If yes, what could be the qualities you want?
Okay. How do you gain experience? By just getting into it.
Yeah.
So imagine the same, if you ask me in 2014, I was more or less, I think, I don't know which hall, but in the same premises. When I started the party, though I had a little experience before, I dabbled. But for me, how do I gain experience? I had the same question, how do I gain experience? I said, you don't have experience. That's what people told me. I said, how do I gain experience unless you get into it? You have to give yourself sufficient amount of time to get into it. I think you have to give enough time. I think I feel great potentiality in Gen Z, and they're well knowledged, well informed. The only thing what they lack is taking concrete steps in what they believe in. Instead of doing that from there, they have to, sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone to take it forward. The second question you raise is, would I encourage that kind of Gen Z group? Yes, I do. But that's why actually one experience I would like to, what I have studied, I would like to share it with you on this. You're talking about, I understand your question as would you like to support the emerging Gen Z young leadership?
Yeah.
That shall I take it like that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
For me, my entire focus is, as on now or even before, it triggered one thought from Bengal division. You know, in 1905, when Lord Curzon was the British, Viceroy, they divided, united Bengal into two, East Bengal and West Bengal even then. After after a few years, I think they took it back, later for a partition. So when Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji was heading, when unification of India process was happening, so a question was put to him asking, how come when Bengal division was happening, right from Rabindranath Tagore ji to Netaji, all of them came, stood for the entire, for a state is being divided into two parts, how come entire country stood up together, including Lala Lajpat Rai? How come when India is being divided into two nations, how come none of you how come you had let it go like that easily? If a state is being divided, all of you stood together and fought. How come it never happened when the country is splitting into two? Patel ji says, one is we tried our level, but the two main points which stuck in my mind is, he says, we have become old. We are beaten with all our experiences and everything. We've been in political landscape for more than a few decades. We were put in jails, we were beaten, we were politically, we went through all kinds of struggles. But somehow we missed preparing the next generational leadership. I think that's one thing I observe. And second thing is, it is better to cut, that's a different answer, but I prefer to confine my answer for this. I think that one particular answer from observation from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel really makes me to think and really makes me to follow. For example, why I'm doing this way, the Gen Z, what I'm trying to do is, I want to identify younger leaders. I'm not preparing for next election. Maybe this particular meeting, I don't know how many of you would emerge out as leaders another 10-15 years coming from now. I don't know. But my intention is, I want to reach out to as many youngsters as possible to make sure that from my party perspective, I want to prepare leaders for the entire country. Because that's what I wanted to do. Maybe I want to give them, expose them to a lot of experiences, different experiences. I want to give them the right exposure they need. I want to, certainly she's talking about basketball thing. I feel that is a question, maybe after a few years from now, maybe she'll muster enough courage to fight back. That might make her as a leader, we don't know. It only depends, in the same way the question, what you're saying, what I would do. I'm not just doing it for the benefit of my party. I want the young leadership to grow for the benefit of the nation. That's what I believe in. That's what I'm preparing I'm doing my bit part for Gen Z. That's what I look at it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for the answer, detailed answer regarding Bengal and all that. And I want to share my own personal experience here, sir. See, మీరు అడిగారు కదా ఇన్ తెలుగు ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తారా నెక్స్ట్ వాళ్ళని అంటే సో ఐ కెన్ సే మై సెల్ఫ్ యాజ్ ఎ లైవ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. August 29-30 I attended the Vizag meeting, sir. ఆ తర్వాత I participated in Senato Senani. Now I am the moderator here. So you can see this. So no background, nothing, no referrals, nothing. So from attending a meeting, participating in Senato Senani, so there was an exam, there was a extempore speaking kind of thing and all that. So now I am given the chance to moderate this program. So this is how the party, the organization nurtures next generation leadership. So thank you, sir.
I would like to add up what you said. I firmly believe more well-informed, more committed, and who are willing to walk that extra mile. I think that kind of thought process is needed in Gen Z to emerge out as very strong leaders.